Hello, baseball fans. Welcome back to another exciting New York Yankee game here in this full season playthrough. As of this recording, the Yankees are no longer in the playoffs. Neither are my Mets. And this is the only baseball that's going to be played in New York until January 17th, which should be the last game in this series. And we are getting started right away with Volpe at the plate and right-handed pitcher Hatch on the mound. We've got Blanco in left, Isbel in center, Velasquez in right, Garcia in third, Witt Jr. shortstop, Macy second base, and Pasquantino first base. And behind the plate is Furman. That's for the Royals. And here we are with the very first pitch of the day. One man away, just like that, and here's Alec Bohm. That's going to be a base hit. Let me raise the volume just a little bit. Don't want to get it up too high. Here's Cody Bellinger. Two men away. Starting to feel a lot better now. I wasn't feeling well there for a few days. Sorry for all the sniffles in the last game. Here's Chisholm, Jazzy J. Chisholm. He gets plunked. The bases are loaded with one man away, and here's Paul Goldschmidt. Paul Goldschmidt walks in a run, or he walks. That scores a run, I should say. It was Hatch that walked in the run. Here's Ben Rice. And now retires the side. Oh wait, that doesn't retire the side. That's what I meant to say. I meant to say there's 2 outs. But that brought home a runner. 2 to nothing. Here's Wells. Runners go. And that ball is dropped by the first baseman. Bases are loaded again for Everson Pereira. And that retires the side. 2 to nothing. And for the Yankees, you got Reyes in left, Bellinger in center, Pereira in right, Bohm at third base, or Bohm, Volpe at shortstop, Jazzy J. Chisholm at second base, and Goldilocks at first base. Wells catching, and right-handed pitcher Will Warren on the mound. Here is the first pitch to Dayron Blanco. He strikes out looking. Next up is Pasquantino. He gets a walk. And Witt Jr., he's at his wit's end. Ground ball to short. The only play is at second, 2 men away. Here's Salvador Perez. That retires the side. Top of the second, Pablo Reyes. One man away. And Anthony Volpe. He walks. Alec Bohm. 2 men away. And Cody Belly Laugh Bellinger. He walks. Jazzy J. Chisholm to the plate. Hope you're enjoying baseball now that New York is out of it at the moment. Or they're out of it for the whole year. Both the Mets and the Yankees. Goldilocks. But you can tune in and watch baseball year-round. Paul Goldschmidt drives in another run. He drives in 2. Score is now 5 to nothing. And Ben Rice going back for it. Ray is the left fielder. That retires the side. Here's Massey. That's going to get through for a base hit. He's actually going to second. It was mishandled by the center fielder. Here's Nelson Velasquez. That's going to score a run, and it's going to be a double. Scores 5-1. Here's the catcher, Freddie Furman. One man away, and here's Michael Garcia with one out, runner on third. I'm still not 100%. That's going to score a run on a sacrifice fly. Here's his bell. For whom his bell tolls, it tolls for you. Here's Blanco. That retires a side. Going to the top of the third. Here's Austin Wells. One man away. Oswaldo Everson Pereira. Two men away. And Pablo Reyes. That retires a side. Moving right along with the bottom of the third. Here's Pasquantino. Trying to use that accent. One away. Witt Jr. Two men away. Very quick. Sal Perez. That's going to drop in for a base hit. Here's Michael Massey. Top of the fourth, here's Anthony Volpe. The crowd is quiet. Here, is it Kauffman Stadium, I think this is? Let me check out the out-of-town scoreboard. Baltimore leading Detroit 8-5. Chicago leading Philly 5-3. You can pause it and check out the scores. Out of town scoreboard brought to you by Cardona Studios Incorporated. Here's Alec Bohm. That's going to be another hit. That's his second hit of the game, I believe. Let's check it out. Oh, I can't see the dailies on this one. All right, belly laugh. Fly ball to left. Going way back. That ball is out of here. Touch him all, belly. You've just hit a belly bomb. The score is now 7-2. Here's Jazzy J. Chisholm with the ball up the middle. Goldilocks. Two men away. Ben Rice. Little pop-up behind third base. That retires a side. Bottom of the fourth. Here's Velasquez. Velasquez grounds out. Freddie Furman. Furman grounds out, and Garcia. Michael Garcia. Sorry I'm not narrating as chipper as I normally do. I'm still not 100%. Not that I narrate chipperly. Here's his bell. For whom is bell tolls? Garcia steals second. Ground ball to third. And that retires a side. Top of the fifth, Austin Wells coming up to the plate. Wells strikes out. Here's Pereira. Two men away. And Reyes. So pop up. Shortstop will get it. Bottom of the fifth, here's Blanco. Deron Blanco. He gets plunked. And Pasquantino. Vinny P. Blanco steals second. One man away. The runner moves up to third base. And here's Witt Jr. A run scores, 2 men away, and Salvador Perez strikes him out. Going to the top of the 6th, here's Anthony Volpe. Volpe walks, Alex Bone. That's his 3rd hit of the day. Runners on 2nd and 3rd. And here's Cody Belly Laugh Bellinger. That's going to be a gapper. That's going to score 2 runs. I meant to say that's going to score 1 run. 7. The score is now 8-3. Here's Jazzy J. Chisholm. 2nd and 3rd, nobody out. Good opportunity for an RBI. And he does get one. 9-3. The sun is going down in the background. You can see that. Here's Goldilocks. That's going to get another RBI in. The score is now 10-1. Let's see what is going on out of town. Baltimore leading 8-5 in the 6th. No score down here with Washington. Let's see, I'm just looking here real quick. Return to the game. Here's Ben Rice. Sorry, I was moving those out-of-town scores too quickly. 2 men away. Runner on first for the mustache. Runners on 1st and 2nd as the mustache walks. Here's Everson Pereira. That retires the side. Warren still on the mound here in the 6th inning. Macy. A pop-up. Can he get caught? Yep, 1 away. Grisham had to go in for that one. That's going to be in the gap. Easy double for Velasquez. Here's Freddie Furman, 1 man out. Little dribbler to the mound. 2 men away. The time is 9:01 p.m. That retires the side. Going to the top of the 7th. Here's Reyes. 1 man out. Anthony Volpe. He gets a walk, and here's Hernandez. Hernandez strikes out. Trent Grisham. Bottom of the 7th, and here's Isbell. Isbell gets a double. Nobody on with that leadoff double. Here's Blanco. And very quickly, the Royals have the Royals are threatening. They have a potential rally in the works. 1 man out. Here's Witt Jr. Leiter Jr. at the plate. Tale of 2 juniors. 2nd and 3rd. 1 away. Bases are now loaded. Two runs will score on that hit. 10-5. Here's Macy. Macy strikes out, and Velasquez struck him out. All right, 7 innings in the books. 10-5 Yankees. Jazzy J. Chisholm. He strikes out. Here's Goldschmidt. He strikes out. And Ben Rice struck out the side. All right, Leiter Jr. back on the mound, pitching to Freddie Furman, who's 0 for 3 today. Furman strikes out. Michael Garcia. Can that be pronounced Michael? Isbell? Kyle? Kyle Isbell gets a base hit. And here's Blanco. Blanco walks past Quintino. The sun has gone down. That'll score another run. The Royals are not going quietly in this game. Here's Witt Jr. That retires his side. We're going to the ninth. Here's Mustache Wells. Struck him out. Pereira, Everson Pereira. Looks like a pop-up. 2 men away. And Reyes. That retires the side. Going to the bottom of the ninth. Here's Cruz pitching to Perez. Struck him out. 1 away. Michael Massey. 2 men away. And Velasquez. That retires the side, does it? Yep, Yankees win. The Yankees win. So the date of this game is June 10th. So we're right around the same date as the, so June 10th, and this is October 12th. All right, let's leave the game. Check out the scores. Baltimore leading 11-5. Let's see, Chicago, San Francisco, Seattle, Arizona. The Mets won their game 1-0. Okay, let's finish today and see what's in the mail. So our scout, Damon Oppenheimer, flew home from Venezuela bringing news of a 16-year-old third baseman named Danny Roman with him. Oppenheimer believes that Roman could benefit our club in the long run and that we should really make a concerted effort to follow his development. Let's take a look at Mr. Roman. He is a third baseman. I'm not too familiar with a lot of these numbers here. If anyone that plays out of the park baseball frequently can let me know if this person might or might not be a good player based on this. I mean, the avoiding strikeouts looks like it's going to go up to 50, but nothing else. His infield arm, his gap power, his eye is 45. I mean, that's potential. It could change quite a bit. All right, let's take a look at the standings. We're half a game out of first place. Blue Jays lost. We've won 3, but we're still in first in the wild card. As you can pause and see the standings there. Let's take a look at our team. These are our batting leaders. You can pause. Our batting and pitching. You can look. Let's go down one more. Go down another page here. Go down to the very end. And there you have it. You can see the leaders on our team. All right, guys. Look like this one is over. I want to thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. It's been a lot of fun making these videos. I just don't sound like it's a lot of fun because I don't know if it's allergies or maybe a cold for the past couple of days, but it's starting to break. I'm starting to feel a little better. But thank you guys for watching. And like I said, I'm going to continue doing this until I finish this series or finish this season. Oh, I forgot to expand that window. Well, yeah, see, now you can see a little bit more. And let's check out the league home. Ooh, who's this? Nick Gonzalez. I got to get a picture for him. But you can see the batting leaders and the pitching leaders here in this screen. Let's go down to WAR and on base, and then for pitching, saves, WAR, FIP, and innings pitched, FIP. That's the standings here. These are the events: first year player, transaction, any changes, trade. Oh, look at this, got some trades from Pittsburgh, Hunter Stratton. And this is from Chicago White Sox. Oh, so this is cool. I can go down and check all that stuff out. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And we'll see you on the next video.